This is Joseph Propati, and today I'm bringing to you my unboxing video of my, not new game, but my upgraded version of Countdown to Disaster. This is my version that I've created on the Game Crafter. That's a final boxed version that has everything with it. It's originally it was a PNP on Board Game Geek, and now you can actually buy a full version copy on the Game Crafter. So let's go ahead and do the unboxing. Here we have new style box I haven't used before. We have our front logo, Countdown to Disaster. It is a solitaire game, 12 plus age players, and from 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how well you learn the game and how fast you can play each turn. We'll go ahead and look at the sides. So here's what one of the sides look like. We have code analyzer. There's the other side, and we have the bomb part. So here we have the box lid, top, and this is how it will come from the Game Crafter. A little packaging so things don't fly around. And then let's show the back lid. This is my back logo I created. It's got a little setup of how the game looks when it's ready to play, a little synopsis, and let's go ahead and look at the components. So here we have game cards, and the game consists of just cards, tiles, and a game board. There's no dice. So we have our game cards, our countdown cards, which I'll show each one. A lot of tiles. These are the wiring tiles. And we have our game board. It's a little trifold game board, and our rule book. So let's go ahead and put this up, and we'll show each one. So we have our game board. All right, nothing on the other side, just black, and then we have our logo on the front. Let's see, we got cards, and we'll go ahead and show how everything sits on it. So here are the countdown cards, and there are 15 red countdown cards. Alright, that's your 15-minute countdown. Alright, so that would be on here. Alright. And then you have these extended time, where when you're setting up your analyzer, you're not sure how much time you really have. So as the minutes click down for each turn, you get down to this, after the 1, and you get into these precious seconds within the timer. And as you shuffle these up, each time you flip one over, you just never know how much time you have, and then the bomb might go up. Or you might just use 3, and as you shuffle those up, now you have, it just really depends on the shuffle. That's your randomness. So you just never know. Once you get past your 15 minutes, you might have some extended time, or your bomb might just blow up. So those would go right there. And we have our cards. Now all the cards in here are linen finish. They're really sturdy. They have a nice feel to them. These you won't be shuffling. So these are just, the only ones you'll shuffle are all these back extended time. But these will get stacked 1 through 15. And these are your game cards. So again, linen finish, really sturdy, nice feel. They shuffle really nice. Here's the main logo in yellow as opposed to the red. And we have, that's the same logo throughout. And then we have new art graphics that I created for each card. So we have our horizontal swap, and I think people have played before. I changed this font so it's much easier to read. It was like some strategic style font, which was just really hard. Very blurry. So now this has come out much cleaner. Vertical swap cards, here's your rotate a tile, and we have a tile replacement, again much easier. And so these are all your actions that you can produce during the game to manipulate all the tiles. So those are our tiles, our cards, and then we have our wiring tiles. Now there's a lot of these, and this is really the meat of the game because this is the wiring that you want to set up to defuse a bomb. Now, anybody that's purchased a game from the Game Crafter, they know that their tiles are laser cut. And what that means is when you pop them out, they have an ash border. So you can see that it's something that you have to clean off. And this is on all tiles. So basically you pop them off and then just use a little Kleenex or a piece of paper, or, paper towel or something, and just wipe off each edge. There's a lot of tiles though, so it might take a little bit, but more tiles, more variations. You're never going to play the same game twice. This is just a completely random setup every time you play. And your setup is basically you're going to set up your 16 tiles. They fit really nice on the board. And then you have your spot for your replacement tiles, for 4 replacement tiles that fit down here on the bottom. And basically the gist of the game is an abstract tile placement card management game, and you just basically need to get a complete path of each color, red to red, yellow to yellow, blue to blue, and green to green. Once you get that, if you can get that within the time limit, you've defused the bomb. These jumpers allow you to go, like if you had a green come in, you could do a green coming out, because you have different types of pieces that go in all different directions. So these are your game tiles, your wiring tiles for the game. And then finally we have our rulebook. So here's our rulebook, Countdown to Disaster. Take a little look, see how it came out. Synopsis, here's your winning conditions, your component list, game setup. This is what it would look like when everything's set up. You have a little bag. One of the things you want to use, you can use a bag. You would need a pretty big cup if you're going to use a cup for this, but these need to be hidden and then drawn one at a time. So that's why I show a bag here that you want to use. It doesn't come with a bag. You'll have to use that yourself or find one, because you need a pretty good sized bag. The ones they have are just too small. So bag, I'd say you want a bag about so big, because you need deep. There's a lot of tiles. And we have some examples of playing the game, mechanics, and then I have a reference for all the cards and what they do. So that's a rule book. This little line on here, I got to fix that. The image got kind of spread, so this was supposed to be a little border that goes around this on each page, and you kind of see that it got a little wacky. So before I put it out for publication, I'm going to fix that. So I'll fix up the rule book. But basically, this is everything you get for my game. It's being sold right now, or will be sold once I fix the rule book, on the Game Crafter. And again, you get tiles, a deck of cards, your countdown cards, rule book, game board, and a full box version. So I just want to say thank you for watching my unboxing. Again, my name is Joseph Propati. I'm the designer of Countdown to Disaster, and you can find it, the P&P, on Board Game Geek, or you can find this full version which you can purchase on the Game Crafter. Thank you very much.